It is my true honor, pleasure, and privilege to be here today. Reshus, Mohanim, Rabbonim, Rabboisai, Reshus, Agoyin, David Shlita, Hanhala Yeshiva, Rabboni Yeshiva, and most choshev, Achron Choviv, you, the student body of the yeshiva, the choshev, the Talmidim, the Goyim, the Tzaddikim, the champions of the yeshiva world. And I don't see enough smiles from the guys. Usually a champion smiles. Did you ever see a champion not smiling? I don't see enough smiles over here. I see one guy without a smile over there. You got to smile, Rabbi say. You are the champions. You are the kings of the yeshiva world. Whoever ended up in this place, you're a champion. As walking up the steps today, I reminded myself, I was walking here some 20 years ago, visiting a friend of mine in the smicha program over here in Aish. And he was telling me about this revolution going on over here in Aish, about this master plan. And I was pulled away and was blown away to see this really happening. And now coming some 20 years later and actually being part, together with you guys, in this revolution, Talmidei Yeshiva, the next Gedolim, and the next Talmidei Chachamim, the next superstars of the Jewish nation, it is a true honor, pleasure, and privilege for me to be here with you today. To give you just in one word, I, for many years, was thinking about Aish HaTorah being personifies actually the idea of faith, the idea of belief, the idea of emunah bitochen in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Many organizations and many institutions, but what does it personify? The Yeshivas Rabbi Noach, unbelievable, his Mesiras Nefesh, but he sacrificed himself, his life, he sacrificed his growth, he sacrificed his day and his night. For what? For who? For when? For all of you sitting here today, for you and for the next generation to come. I have no doubt in my mind that if you break open these walls of this Besmedrish, this Mokem Heiligen Platz, you won't find bricks, you won't find cement, you will find blood and tears. Blood and tears of the Yeshivas, blood and tears of the sacrifice that he really gave towards Klal Yisrael. And all of you here tonight, today, all of you here are part of this great sacrifice. All of you are part of those tears, part of that blood that was given over for Klal Yisrael. And I feel that is a true schus for us to be part of this great revolution. Chazal tell us, Chochma b'goyim tamim, Torah b'goyim al tamim. Wisdom you might find by the nations of the world. But Torah you'll never find by the nations of the world. You won't be able to learn from them Torah. Wisdom you'll be able to learn from them. Just like Chazal tell us, Ezu chacham aloymet mikol adam. Who's considered to be a smart man? The person who learns from every single human being. Now, I'm asking you a question. My ancestor, the Ksav Soif, asked this question. How in the world can you learn from every single guy? Well, you have robbers. You have guys from the mafia. You have the Balei Gaiva, Balei Taiva. You have Hotzchem killers. How can you learn from each guy? How in the world can you learn from these guys? They're the worst of the worst. Anyone have an answer? Smart guys. What's the answer?
You learn what not to do.
Oh, wow. You could start writing books. Oh, have you written a few? Amazing. You hit it home. So the Heilige Ksav Sofer, my ancestor, either you learn what to do or what not to do. But for every single guy in the world, you have to learn something. If you look at a king, you can learn what to do and what not to do. You look at a rabbi, you learn what to do and not to do. From everybody. Chochma b'goyim tamim. Torah b'goyim al tamim. There's no way to learn Torah from Goyim. So one of the great American heroes once said, smile to the world, and the world will smile to you. Smile to the world, and the world will smile to you. And I wanted to add to that, smile to the world, and Hashem will smile to you. Smile to the world, and Hashem will smile to you. When you have a smile that comes from Torah, a smile that comes from Emunah, a smile that comes from Bitochen, a smile that comes from Mesiras Nefesh, from sacrificing yourself, like each and every one of you here, then that smile makes that HaKadosh Baruch Hu creates a new light in the world. That HaKadosh Baruch Hu brings upon you His Rachmanis. HaKadosh Baruch Hu brings upon you His blessing. Each and every one of us. Smile to the world, and Hashem will smile to you. One of the great giants of the previous generation, and the giants I don't mean 7 foot tall. Giants, I mean one of the great scholars, Rabbi Moshe Feinstein, the king, the pillar of rabbinical authority in the United States of America. Rabbi Moshe Feinstein, every single day when he used to enter to the yeshiva, the first thing is to go over to each and every bracha before davening and smile to him. He gave him a smile. He smiled. He didn't say a word, but the smile said it all. You have the strength. We all have the strength. Through the Mesiras Nefesh that you have done for HaKadosh Baruch Hu by coming here to the yeshiva, the uphill battle, those challenges that you have overcome, those worlds that you have created, those new worlds that you have created, you have the power of the smile to go ahead and give all the strength to your surroundings. It doesn't make a difference where we are, if we're here in Aish, or if not over here, if we're all over the world, in the Holy City, in Hollywood, in the Hollywood, wherever you are. You have the power to give over to your surroundings new strength with your smile. And through giving them the smile, to see the Kedusha, the holiness that you have in the smile, the holiness that you have through giving you Mesiras Nefesh for Klal Yisrael, giving you Mesiras Nefesh for HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Emunah Bitochen that you have, that will give everybody the strength to continue and join up together with you and be part of the revolution of making history, making the world a better place to be. And that is the beauty I personally feel, heart to heart. That's what I feel, the beauty of Aish HaTorah. I want to share with you a small message that I heard from the leader of the yeshiva world of the previous generation, Rabbi Leizer Menachem Shach. Rabbi Shach once delivered a message, and you have to understand, he was not only an author, but an author that all the Rabbanim, all the rabbinical figures learned from his Sfarim. He himself founded many yeshivas. He himself founded many schools, boys' schools, and girls' schools, seminaries, all over the world. And he did thousands, if not millions, of mitzvahs. He had followers all over the world, tens of thousands of followers, and talmidim. And he once said over the following message. It was in the times of the Second World War in the gas chambers, and there were 50 men standing outside the gas chamber before having to enter into the gas chamber. They were waiting there naked, alone, waiting for those Nazis to come and to complete their death sentence. When one said, Rabbi, my dear friends, today is Simchas Torah. We all dance with the Holy Torah scrolls. Today is Simchas Torah. Shouldn't we also dance with the Torah scrolls? But we don't have a Sefer Torah. We don't have a Chumash. We don't even have a prayer book. We don't even have a Siddur. With what are we going to dance? An elderly Jew said, you guys are all true. My dear friends, you're all right. We don't have anything to dance with. But we have HaKadosh Baruch Hu. We have the Almighty Himself. Let us dance with Him. We have the schos. We have the privilege. We are praiseworthy. We could be part of the Jewish nation. That is the greatest Kiddush Hashem, and they all started to dance together. And minutes later, were pushed into the gas chambers, killed al Kiddush Hashem. Now, Meshach said this over with tears in his eyes. And he said the following words. I am ready to give up everything I ever did. All the mitzvahs, all the ma'asim tovim, all the great deeds. I am ready to give up all the books that I wrote, all the svarim that I wrote. I am ready to give up all the schools that I built, all the yeshivas, all the talmidim, all my followers, everything I'm ready to give up. Not just to die al Kiddush Hashem, but to live 3 minutes with HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself on the level of these holy Jews. My dear friends, my feeling is heart to heart, and I'm telling this to you, through my yotzim and alev. I feel that many of you, if not all of you, are not only living your life according to the Torah, living your life according to what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants, but you're actually living with Hashem every second. You're living with Hashem every single second because you have to actually continue with your challenges. You have to continue growing the uphill battle that you are presently taking upon yourselves. And our sages have told us that there's nothing greater in the world than that. Nothing greater. So you have what to smile about. And whenever you think about taking off the smile, think about those Yidden, those Jews that were killed at Kiddush Hashem, but lived their lives on Kiddush Hashem. And you too presently have that merit. All of us have seen the smile on the face of Donald Trump on the night of the elections, when he felt the satisfaction that he had. We won. We've come a long way after being stepped on, spit on, crushed, and he won. That smile. 4 years. If Hashem wants 8 years, if Hashem doesn't want 2 years, whatever it is, it's a time period. Eternity is you guys. Every challenge, the smile is a smile to the world, and Hashem will smile to you. Every challenge is a challenge of life, thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years, eternity that we can't even imagine. That's the smile of Ruchnius. That's a spiritual smile that you have together with HaKadosh Baruch Hu every second you go through life. That is the beauty of the Jewish nation. I just want to conclude a small thought. Having grown up around the world, from Belgium, afterwards in London, afterwards in New York, Los Angeles, Israel, been around the bush. And I was offered actually a scholarship in Orange County, basketball. I don't think it was soccer. And we won the championship. We won the championship, played against all the Jewish schools in Los Angeles. I was 70% MVP, so I don't think there was another player my height. And therefore I believe I was offered a scholarship, not because I was such a genius in basketball, professor in basketball. So it wasn't the first, if it didn't get in the first time, I got in the second, not the second, the third, but I got in again. That's it. So sometimes I go through the customs and immigrations and the passport, the guy looks. And I'm thinking, who knows what the guy is? Are you a rabbi? I say, yes. Why are you not a basketball player? As long as I know all the questions, I'm happy. Okay, I'm sorry, you're right, I should have done that, So we were the only team that played with tzitzis on. Only team that played with the yarmulke on. All the schools. YTA. The administration of our school wasn't too happy that we played. But we did anyway. And the only team without cheerleaders. and the only team that won the championship. So sometimes people think, you go together with the Torah, the mitzvahs, Ma'asim Tovim, champions, ruchnius and gashmius, and all sides of the court you can win. But afterwards, that basically the last time I was on the court was before I went into high school, and I got affiliated with two of my Rabbeim, two of my mentors. And some 25 years have passed since then, and I've been together, hooked on, hand to hand, all the questions, all the difficulties, all the challenges that we all have in life. I've discussed with them and went along life together with them. I feel, Chazal tell us, that if a person wants to learn by a Rebbe, you want to learn from a mentor, you have to make sure that he's a good guy. What does it mean he's a good guy? That means that if your Rebbe, if your mentor is like a heavenly angel of God, then you're allowed to learn Torah from him. But if your Rebbe is not like a heavenly angel of God, then you're not allowed to learn Torah from him. You guys are very smart. You got to hit a second pitch now. What does it mean, a heavenly angel of God? I guess I grew up not far from Hollywood. We saw interesting creatures over there. But I never saw a Rebbe with wings on. I didn't see a Rebbe flying in the sky with some carpet. Does that mean his beard has to be long like Santa? White long beard? So what does that mean? Anybody? What does that mean? Beats me. But my ancestor, the Chassam Sofer, Rabbi Moshe Sofer, he was the king of all kings in the past 200 years of rabbinical authority. And he says the following over in the name of his mentors. If your Rebbe and your mentor is like an angel doesn't grow. An angel stays the way he was created. An angel doesn't become closer to Hashem. An angel doesn't in any way become bigger or greater than he ever was created in stage number one. If your Rabbi is like an angel, he gives himself completely over to you. He's ready to sacrifice himself for you. He's ready to give up his own strength and his own growth for you. Then you're allowed to learn from him Torah. But if he thinks about his own growth and he wants to grow himself and he's not ready to give himself completely over to you, then forget about it. Find yourself a different way. I was told by numerous Rabbi over here that there is a very beautiful and amazing superstar staff of Rabbeim and mentors from the best in the entire yeshiva world here in Aish HaTorah. You have the opportunity. You can give them a round of applause. You better make sure, and I hope they're not listening, get on their neck. Get on their neck. Don't let them get through a day without confronting them with your difficulties, with your challenges, with your questions. Make sure you keep up with them for many more years to come, as long as you possibly can. Because together with them, you'll be able to grow. Together with them, you'll be able to be connected for life. Together with them, you'll be able to go through life without ever taking off your smile. Always living with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Al Kiddush Hashem. And through that, you'll be able to be a true Nachas Ruach, a true simcha for the whole entire world and for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. I say, as we are here in this holy place, next door to the Mokam HaMikdash, our dream, and our tefillah, being in the gates of Ashar Neshamas. Our neshama, our soul, has come from the Mokam HaMikdash. Our sages teach us that the Shar Neshamas, Adam HaRishon, his neshama was taken from the Ofar from the earth of the Mokam HaMikdash. So we are here now next to the Shad Neshamis, next to the gates of heaven, next to the gates of the soul of each and every one of us. Let us connect ourselves completely, continue connecting ourselves. And through that, Hashem will help us all. And we desire to see the final dream come true of the coming of the great Messiah, of Mashiach Tzidkenu, B'mheira v'yameinu, Amen v'amen.